I don't know what happened. My system has been all screwy tonight. My intro is messed up. But anyway, Beyond the Barricade is live right now. It is 9:13, and I want to start off with this breaking news as announced by AEW Tony Khan that CM Punk is coming back at Collision June 17th. But unfortunately, I will not be able to watch that because I will be at New Evolution Wrestling on June 17th. But hey, if you're home and you're not in New Evolution, I guess you can go there and support CM Punk's return. But anyway, without further ado, my guest from Goddesses of War, Kevin S. Nasta. How are you?
How's it going? And I'm unlike Tony Khan. I'm not going to sit here and go, I have an announcement.
He has an announcement every week.
And yet there's people that'll sit there and defend him and say he's never on TV. And I'm like, he's on my TV.
He's on TV every week. What are they talking about?
Exactly.
All right, let's start off with this. Battle of Athena, Saturday, July 8th. Tell everybody what you do for Goddesses of War Wrestling.
I am the man that books and writes the shows. If anybody's been to a Goddesses of War show, even from the beginning, pre-COVID, I was the one booking the shows and writing them. And now, since COVID has ended, we relaunched the program back in February. This is our third show of this year. And, we're really excited where it's going. Each show is growing. The roster is growing. The talent is having a blast. And stories are being told.
Growing. I see it's growing. Amber Clap says badass name. And Mid-Southern Championship Wrestling says, woo! All right, let's talk about how what does it take to book an event like what's coming up for you?
It takes a lot of time. I mean, I literally had this show booked before we even had the last show completed. So, we have 6 matches, a total of 14 ladies on the show because we have a tag team match. And I had all those pieces in place prior to May 20th when we had our last show. I already had this show booked, so it's just a lot of time. You got to reach out to who you want to work. You got to know the stories that you're putting in place and who's going to be able to help tell that story. And it's very time consuming, but it's very rewarding because on show day when everything is out there and the girls are telling their story and you're watching not only the talent in the ring do their thing, but you're watching the staff do their thing, the ring announcers and the backstage correspondents and the broadcasters, and they're all doing their thing, having a great time telling a story as they're watching a story unfold. It's a good thing. I love to see that. Like, it's more rewarding for me to see everybody having a good time than really worrying about, like, yes, I booked another show. Now, when the show happens and I get to watch them all having a blast, that's the rewarding part.
I'm the same way when I'm at Victory Pro Wrestling out here in Long Island because I'm there watching. I'm doing the podcast, but I watch the show. I just sit there and watch the show, and just to see all like the friends I've made in the business go out there and do their thing and have fun. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. So you're right. I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Let's talk about this match. Let's talk about this match. Marie versus Holiday. She's looking very forward to this match. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I mean, Marie Valdomina is our undisputed women's champion. She was crowned champion when she won the tournament back at the D365 Cup in February. She went on to defeat 3 ladies that night to take home the championship. She had her first title defense last week or 2 weeks, whatever. I don't even know what's today. 11 days ago.
Okay.
11 days ago, she defended that title for the first time against former NXT star Mila Moore, defeated her by getting her to tap out. And now she's going to take on, as I tell her, every next opponent is going to be your toughest opponent because it's not going to get any easier because you got a target on your back. There's always going to be somebody out there that wants to be the face of the franchise. And right now she's it. And somebody else wants to be it. So Holiday, who very familiar with over the years, working with her
Mm-hmm.
all the way back to 2016 when her and I worked together when she was one half of the Twisted Sisters with Thunder Rosa. So, I was bringing them around, booking them for shows before they even were really known on the East Coast. Both of them were from California.
Right.
Now, Holoded's back in Ohio and Thunder Rosa's in Texas doing her thing.
Mission Pro.
But yeah, Holoded is taking on Marie for the Undisputed Championship, and it's gonna be a battle. And the winner of that match is going to have to literally just turn around and go right to their title defense on August 12th in Ellerbe, North Carolina,
Right.
at the Andre the Giant tribute show.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Yep, that's true. I'd love to go down there for that. Andre's one of my favorite performers of all time. What about this? This was announced today, right? This tag team match.
Yes, that was announced today. It's going to be the first time that the Funhouse Women's Tag Team Championships are being defended on a Goddesses of War show.
Sweet.
And it's Valentina Vasquez and Gabby Gilbert, the current champions. They'll be taking on Cosmic, who is a dynamite talent. If anybody hasn't seen her, go hit up the YouTube. She is unbelievable. And
Right.
Skylar Gray, who made her debut 11 days ago on the Wrath of the Goddesses show. She was victorious over Holly Hood, Haley J from Women of Wrestling. And she's going to take that momentum and tag up with Cosmic and try to steal those titles.
All right. Well, I'm going to be on Team Valentina because I know Valentina, so I got to support Valentina on this one.
Yes.
Well, I'm a big fan of Cosmic. I've seen some of her stuff, so
she's good. She's got a really good look. If her intro's done correctly, it's very freaky. With the green lights and the smoke, and she comes out and she's got the glow in the dark lipstick, and it's really cool looking.
Yeah. It is. Serena says hi, Kevin and Papa Denk. Hello. Serena. Someone else saying hi to me, my friend John. Let's talk about this appearance you got going on with Thunder Rosa down south in Florida.
Well, I have to name the other match because if not, then Amanda's going to yell at me. So
that's fine. I just don't have the graphic.
We don't want we don't want the Amazon getting angry with me. So,
all right, let's go. Let's go to the next match for.
Yeah, so we've had a total of 4 matches announced. So we have this one is the current Funhouse Women's Champion, Amanda the Amazonian. She's taking on Jordy Lee. Jordy Lee making her debut on the show as well. So we are, absolutely looking forward to seeing Jordy Lee. I don't know if the Amazon will be looking forward to Jordy Lee. But,
probably not.
Probably not. And then one other match that we did announce was one of the first matches we announced. Also, 2 newcomers to the program.
Okay.
Journey Burke will be taking on Harleen Lopez in a singles matchup. So the two of them will be going at it. I think they're both either New York or New Jersey girls, so I think they're familiar with each other. And they started with our brand called Chosen Pro Wrestling. They had a match there, and they basically, they were great on that show. And they're going to carry their storyline right over to Goddesses of War and continue that.
Harleen,
so
Harleen will be on next week to talk about that.
Very nice, very nice. See, I'm glad we got it out there. She would have been mad that I didn't put her over.
Definitely. I got to get Cosmic on the show. I've been trying.
Yes.
It's not easy getting booking guests sometimes. Everybody's so busy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, these girls are booked. Look, it's a male-driven business. It's not a secret. So these girls are booked 6 months in advance because they're fighting for that one match. They're fighting for that one match on the card. Where there's 9-10 matches, there's only one.
Look, Harleen's on tomorrow.
So yes, thank you, Serena. See, Serena's right on top of it.
She's on top of it, man. That's why I need her
all the time.
I'd be lost without her, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, everybody needs that person that keeps you in check.
That's true. Yeah, man, I'm excited, man, for this Goddesses show. Is it going to be streamed?
We do. it's not going to be streamed live yet. We are working with MobFi TV to do like kind of a pay-per-view type streaming service. So right now, it's either you can show up live. This particular show is at the Elks Lodge of Lakewood, New Jersey, and if not, it will be later added to MobFi TV. It's MOB as in boy FITV.com. You click on sports, and you'll see all of the Titan Enterprise there, from Titan Championship Wrestling, Goddesses of War, Chosen, and the newly added Outreach Professional Wrestling, which is a combination of wrestling with recovery and Funhouse Wrestling.
Awesome. Look at that. The champ is in the house. Thank you, Kevin.
It's my chant. That's my chant.
Your champ. All right.
It's my chant.
Let's go. We're going to come back to Goddesses, but let's go into what you're doing down in Florida.
Yeah, so June 10th, we'll be in Jacksonville. Speaking about AEW, we'll be in Jacksonville, Florida, for River City Wrestling Con. This will be our second straight year there. We're doing a signing at their convention at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds. It's a pretty cool place. It's literally right next to where the Jaguars play football. So they're not used to winning, so this is a good winning atmosphere. So, well,
you excited to go down there?
Yeah. Look, I'm on the road constantly. Already this year, I've been to Albany, I've been to Indiana, I've been to Tennessee, I've been to Los Angeles. So I've been, all over the place. I've been to Baltimore. So I travel a lot.
With different promotions?
Well, I go to different conventions, whether it was WrestleCon in LA, I do Baltimore Celeb Fest. There was Heroes and Legends, runs out of Tennessee and Indiana. So, I'll be, after I get back from Florida, I'll have more trips to Baltimore. I have another trip to Indiana. I'll be in Wisconsin in December.
Wow.
So
you're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm all over. And then you have to squeeze in my 2-week vacation to Greece. So
all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm all over the place.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it is. So yeah, getting back to June 10th, Saturday, I will have 3 guests with me at that show. 4 if you count the Amazonian Amanda Fuentes representing Goddesses of War. She'll be there signing. She's a Florida girl, so she'll be taking up space at my table. So I say that again in a laughing way. She takes up. She's an Amazon. She takes up space wherever she goes.
Right.
So we'll have current AEW superstar, former multiple-time world champion at AEW and the NWA. You name it. Thunder Rosa. She'll be joining us at River City Wrestling Con, along with someone who hasn't done a signing since 2016. She's a former 2-time Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champion. She was actually the first ever Knockouts Tag Champion. That would be Sarita, also known as Sarah Stock. She's a current AEW coach right now. She'll be joining us as well. And then a former WWF superstar, former Impact champion, and a current mayor in Florida, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan, will be joining us as well.
That is awesome, man. That's quite a lineup down there.
Yep, all 2 of them first time there. Thunder Rosa's been there before, but it's Thunder Rosa. The fans love her, the kids love her, the Latin community loves her.
Absolutely.
So wherever she goes, taco fans love her.
Taco fans. I was about to say taco fans.
She's got a huge. Yeah, I've known this girl since 2015. She's lived at my house for a month. She's been at my wedding, like you name it. We've done this stuff together, and I've never been on her taco vlog once.
What the hell?
I don't. We even had tacos in LA together, and I was like, "What the hell?"
We got to send her a strong worded email.
I see how it is.
I just saw her. She was eating a burrito somewhere on her Instagram live.
Of course she was. Yeah. I just send her random pictures of me. I send her random pictures of me when I'm eating tacos. I literally send her random pictures of me shoving it in my face. But I'm like, you could use that on your taco vlog. Nope, never seen it.
Never seen it. No.
No, never seen it.
We're gonna have to change that, Kevin. You're gonna have to be on there eating some
I'm too
tacos.
gringo.
Is that the issue?
I think so.
I'm not gringo, so anytime she wants Papa Dank on, I'm just a video stream away. It's funny because
Maybe I'll get maybe in Florida again. Who knows?
there you go.
I'm gonna have to peer pressure her into it.
I think I eat more tacos and all that stuff. Like I make it at home, so we eat it. Me and my son. Most of the stuff we eat, we'll get the chopped meat and make it with beans and corn and stuff, and he eats it in tacos. So I just eat the meat, and I put like tomatoes on it and wok, and I eat just the meat because I want the protein for the gym.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I'm a big fan of the ground turkey tacos, and a lot of people laugh at me, but I'm like, look, to me, I'm a big foodie and I cook a lot, so for me to like make ground beef and just use it for tacos, I always feel like it's a waste of ground beef. If I'm not using it to make a hamburger or meatloaf or sliders, something like that, or nachos, I'm like, it's such a waste to like put it on just tacos. But like ground turkey, it's like, I'm like, how many times can you eat a turkey burger or turkey meatloaf? So like, I'm like, yeah, let's make tacos with and you put the taco seasoning in there, and half the time, and you can feed it to somebody, they don't even know they're eating turkey.
I never had a turkey burrito.
Oh, so it's good. It's good.
I gotta try it one day. Me and my son.
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot lighter because it doesn't have the high fat content. It's less salt, but so it's a little. You'll find yourself eating more. So maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
Oh no, I'm trying to lose weight, not gain it. What is your favorite? Since we're bringing it up, what was your favorite experience with tacos been?
With tacos?
Yeah.
I don't really have like weird experiences with tacos. I mean, I could say like probably the best tacos I've eaten has been in San Diego. That was probably the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life. And I live in a town where half the town is Mexican, so I eat their food here a lot. But I think with the connection of San Diego being so close to the border, you probably have a lot of more authentic type Mexican food going on there.
Awesome. Let's get back to Goddesses for a moment.
Sure.
It's a division of Titan. How did it come about? Like, what made Titan Championship say, "Hey, let's create this"?
Well, I've known the Titan Enterprise guys for a while through another company that they used to work for, and I used to attend their shows with my podcast, and then I used to book talent for their shows. So when they went out on their own and they got rid of the dead weight that they were with, they wanted to bring in women wrestling, and first they were just doing 1 match, 2 matches, but they would you kind of get into that routine of using the same people over and over and over again. But so is everybody else, in the New York, New Jersey market. And I always tell people, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with those 9 girls, but how many stories can you tell when it's the same 9 girls wrestling every single weekend in the same market? It's just like,
that is true.
It becomes repetitive. So, they reached out to me because, I booked through my company, D365 Promotions, and I booked predominantly female talent. And they were like, hey, how would you like to, help us bring in, talent, help us book the women's program, Goddesses of War. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I'm a big Greek mythological fan. So, the whole Goddesses of War theme, the Greek theme was right up my alley. And it was just fun for me. It's just like, all right, hey, let's book this, let's tell this, let's tell that. Let's see if we can carry that on to the next show. Let's ask these certain girls if they're available 2 dates in advance, so we can tell a little story, things like that. I booked the first 3 shows, and then the pandemic happened. So they got shut down for a little bit. they started to. Then when things became partially open, we were doing outdoor shows, and it was kind of like a drive-up show. So you had like 5 rows of seats on 2 sides, and then you had 2 rows of cars going around the ring. People sitting in their cars watching wrestling, and it was pretty cool. It was definitely a surreal kind of experience, a really weird atmosphere, but it worked, and it kept the company afloat. They did what they had to do to make sure everybody was safe, from social distancing in the locker room to having staff wipe down the ropes in between each match with, sanitizer and antibacterial cleaners and things like that. But they had to also battle the elements, the extreme heat in the summer, the humidity making everything slippery and damp, having to deal with the possibility of rain and things like that. So it was always a challenge when you're running outdoor shows. But they made it work. And then we had a conversation after that. We sat down and we were like, hey, I came to them and I said, how would you guys feel if I literally just took over the Goddesses program? You guys got your hands full of Titan, and my opinion was you're not really giving the necessary attention and dedication to the women's program that you should, and what's how you feel? And they literally answered me right away, and they were like, yeah, absolutely. Kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting them to answer me so quickly.
Right.
I was expecting like, oh, let's talk about it. We'll get back to you. And they're like, no, yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
So so we had about 8 months to build the relaunch, which happened in February 20th in Brick, New Jersey, for the D365 Cup, where we relaunched the program with a tournament. We had 4 fatal 4-ways, and then the 4 women who won those had a 4-way single elimination match, where the winner was declared the new undisputed Goddesses champion. We also had the Notorious Mimi take on Nyla Rose in the main event. So it was a great night of wrestling. And then just past 20th, we had Wrath of the Goddesses, which was show 2 of the year. And now we're on show 3, Battle of Athena. And we have two more all women shows, up our sleeves in October and December.
Awesome.
And plus, also the 2 big women's matches that are happening at the Giant Celebration, Giant Tribute in North Carolina, where the Goddesses of War champion and the Funhouse Women's champion, whoever that might be coming out of this show, will be taking on current TV talent down at that show. They don't know who it is yet, so we'll wait to see who comes out of the show in July before we make that announcement. We're probably gonna have the wrestlers themselves, the opponents, make that announcement for them.
Okay.
Kind of like what we did at this past show. Holodead cut a promo, and Marie Valdomina found out who her opponent was right after she was victorious. They played a video package while she was still in the ring.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I like that.
It was fun. Yep.
Stuff. If you had to bring 3 top females that are in the indie scene to Goddesses that haven't been there yet, who would they be, and why?
That haven't been there. I definitely want to bring in Sage Sin from California, the Pumpkin Queen. Love her to death.
Okay.
Love her style. Love her look. I would love to bring in Jordan Blue. She's another great talent. I've worked with her at the convention scene, but never in the wrestling aspect of it. And also, I guess you could call her independent right now because she's not signed to any major TV contract deal. Somebody I've worked with before, and I would love to bring her, even though she's extremely controversial. But I feel everybody can learn from her. She's a pedigree, and that's Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard. Okay. All right. I'm gonna throw a name for you that I just recently had a chance to see her in action. Brittany Brooks.
Okay, I've heard of her. Haven't seen her work as of yet. But again, since we're in kind of like the infancy stages of the company, we kind of got to watch, how much we're spending on shows and things like that. We're trying to grow the show, trying to grow the audience in person, trying to grow the audience and streaming wise, bringing in some revenue. we're offering packaged sponsorship package deals to podcasters that want to cover the program.
Okay.
Trying to bring revenue into the show for the single purposes that we bring in more revenue. Now we can go outside and fly somebody in, get them that hotel
Gotcha.
they need, get them that
Right.
flight they need, get up upgrade the talent level, and not have, not just rely on local or within driving distance. Because sooner or later we're gonna run out of talent to use within the New York, New Jersey,
The area.
Delaware,
Yeah.
Maryland, New England,
Right.
even DC, as far down as DC, because Nyla Rose drove up from DC. So, Dead's driving up from Ohio. That's like a 9-hour drive for her. So,
Jeez.
sooner or later we're gonna have to, open up the pocketbook per se.
The purse strings.
Yeah.
When is that information going to be put out
For which?
for podcasters?
I put up a post yesterday. As far as like the packages, we officially wrote them up. So now it's just a matter of me
Putting them
getting
out.
the information to those who are interested. We had 2 packages available.
Okay.
Obviously, the more expensive package gets a hell of a lot more perks than the smaller package. But I want everybody to know, whoever's listening, that it's not like one of those like you pay to play kind of thing. It's not like wrestling where you want to be booked on the show, you got to sell 20 tickets and there's your pay. It's not that kind of crap.
Okay.
This is a partnership. We're investing in you as much as you're investing in us. Your logo is going to be carried everywhere our logo goes, and things like that.
Interesting. All right. Make sure you send me the info.
Absolutely.
Gotta have that info, man.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, it's how I started. In 2012, I started, the Indie Super Show,
Mhm.
and it grew. And then we formed the Damage 365 Radio Network, and we had about 7 shows under our umbrella, and we were growing rapidly. And then, right before COVID hit, we started losing some shows. And once COVID hit, we kind of lost everything. We were the
Yeah.
last show running. We did a couple of shows during COVID just to kind of keep everybody in the high spirits, to find out what exactly talent was doing to stay active, to stay healthy, to stay in shape, things like that. And, give advice to fans that are listening to keep their spirits up, or anybody who's experiencing mental health issues where they can turn to, and things like that. But, once everything kind of opened up, we decided, we're just going to stick with the wrestling bookings and go 100% with that, because you're a podcaster, that you become a slave to your labor. It's like, oh, we're running on Friday, then the wife's like, oh, I want to go out to dinner. Nope, sorry, hon, I got to go record. Bye. And then
I know what you're talking
it
about. Yeah.
yeah,
Especially when you're doing 3 shows
argument.
a night.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it gets to point now. I see a lot of people do 1 live show and then they do 2 recorded shows, and then they some of them save them for the weeks that they can't do a live show. They post the recorded shows.
Right. No, mine are always live, except when I'm at VPW. Then I film there.
Okay.
And then I have the vlog that I do there. But like being single helps because I don't have anybody to nag me. So nobody says anything to me. Well, except my son. He's like, "Why are you in the computer again?"
Yeah, I mean, our shows were live too, and I used to always say, people used to say like, "Oh, you have a podcast?" I'm like, "No, it's not a podcast." I said it's a podcast after I'm done. Once I hit that end button, I'm a radio show. I'm live. I screw up, everybody hears it.
Everybody.
Which we screwed up a lot. So yeah, but that's what makes it fun and authentic.
Right.
It's authentic because people get a laugh. It's real. It's not forced. If we screw up a name, we put the wrong music on, whatever it is, we say the wrong name. It happens.
I screwed up.
We have music playing. Yeah, we have music playing, and we have no idea where the hell it's coming from.
No idea.
And I tell everybody, it's not a podcast until you hit that leave button, and then it becomes a recorded archive. Then it's a podcast.
All right, let's plug away the show one more time. We got that big match coming up. Marie Valdemina versus Holiday, July 8th.
Yes.
In Lakewood,
if you're not
New
there,
Jersey.
People, to see this, crazy. Elks Lodge, Lakewood, New Jersey. July 8th. Gates open at 6:00. First bells at 7. There's an hour pre-shows, a meet and greet. along with a 20-minute intermission in between matches 3 and 4. Just that match alone is worth the price of admission. So go to Titan-ChampionshipWrestling.com for tickets. You can also go to Instagram and Facebook to TCW.goddesses, which is us, and then TCW_goddesses on Twitter, because Twitter doesn't like to let us use the dots, so we got to use the dash.
Yeah, use the dash.
So
we also got that tag team match, man.
Yeah, look, we announced 4 matches and 3 of them are title matches. So, right there, half your show is title matches. We got the champs, Valentina Vasquez and Gabby Gilbert, taking on Cosmic and Skylar Gray. Hey, John, what's going on? Who's a cool podcaster that comes and covers our show at times.
What's up, John?
So it's, we got Journey Burke taking on Harley Lopez, Amanda Fuentes, the current Funhouse Women's Champion, taking on Jordy Lee. And we still got, I think, 2 more matches to announce?
I can't wait to hear what they are, man, when you put them out. I can't wait.
I'll 2 more matches to announce.
I'll be watching, man.
And
I'll be watching.
It's going to be exciting, Anybody wants to reach out to me about the podcasting situation and contract, damage365radio@gmail.com. You could also visit d365promotions.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Everywhere.
I'm everywhere. Just type in Damage 365 Promotions and 900 links pop up. Half of them I don't even remember making, but they will eventually will lead back to my email. I am sure of it.
Right. I'm sure Serena will be reaching out to you for me.
Yeah. I'll send her all the information. It's a
awesome.
2-page Word document. It's not that it's not that difficult.
No, not that difficult. No.
All right. No, because I look at it like this. I don't want to send anything to anybody that I'm not going to want to read.
Yeah, right. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. As for me, June 10th, I will be at Victory Pro Wrestling Saturday night, where unfortunately Valentina will not be there that night. So she will not be defending her title, boo. But go to victoryprowrestling.com to get your tickets, because the unwilting Tatiana is making her debut right there at VPW for Justified. Saturday night, June 10th. So make sure you get your tickets. And then I will be at, let me see if I get the graphic, man. There's so many graphics here. There it is. Sunset Flip. Wrestling is now. They're going to crown their first world heavyweight champion. Look at that lineup right there, Kevin.
Sunset Flip, the most unappreciated, unused move in professional wrestling. just like the back body drop. It's like the lost move.
my pal PJ is going to be there. He's going to be in that match, man. That big match. PJ's in there. Joey Conway, Chris Cage, Face, Papa Don, Hamlet, Salsa Belly, Brando Lee, Dickie Rods. A ton of people are going to be there to fight for that fatal elimination match, man. And then I will be at New Evolution Wrestling the following day as well on June 17th, man. I'm going to be staying in Jersey overnight. I ain't driving back to Long Island and back to Jersey, man.
That's a lot of pizza and bagels to eat while you're here.
You got to recommend me a good taco place to eat out there somewhere.
Ooh. There's a couple of good ones that's up north. That's like wannabe Manhattan.
All right.
I'm down on the shore.
If you hear of a place, shoot me a message, man.
You got it.
Hold on. So he says, I think maybe the 30-day clause should come into effect. If you can't defend it within 30 days, you lose. I was just talking about Valentina.
Oof, I'm not getting involved in that. That'll be a conflict of interest on my part.
No way. Me too, man. All right, Kevin, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you coming on. I love what you're doing, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Keep it up.
Appreciate it. And fans, come out. Again, Titan-ChampionshipWrestling.com for tickets to Battle of Athena. Look, support independent wrestling. I always say it, but support independent women's wrestling because, like I said earlier, It's a male-driven business. There's 5 guys for every 1 girl. There's 9 male matches for every 1 female match. They don't get their fair shake. They don't get their due. And this is what we're doing. And not only is it's an all women's wrestling show, but it's an all women's wrestling company. Our ring announcers, our broadcasters, our backstage correspondent, even the person that takes the tickets at the door, they're all female.
Awesome.
They all have jobs within the company, and we like to switch them in and out, give different people different opportunities, so they can grow within the industry. Even if that means they got to grow out past us and go somewhere else, I like to feel like I had a little hand in their success.
Awesome. And look, it's only $20 if you buy them now.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. I mean, look, it's like I said, you get 6 matches. It's not going to be one of those long, drawn out 3+ hour shows where you're at match 8 and they're like, all right, 1 more match, and you're like, oh my god. Our last show was 2 hours on the nose, 6 matches, 2 hours on the nose, with the 30-minute intermission. Wow. So these girls are getting in there. Yeah, they're kicking ass. They're taking names, and they're not taking 25 minutes each match to do so. They're getting their point across in a very good amount of time.
Awesome, man. Kevin, thank you very much. Everybody else, have a good night. Kevin, just stick around for a moment, and I will be. Oh, here we go. Serena, maybe Papa Dan won't be on the July, so you never know where I'm going to appear next. I'm getting booked like crazy over here. All right, everybody, have a good night. See you guys.